I think my favorite thing to always tell people is take action.
Mm,
So, um, as an engineer, analysis paralysis is a thing. There was a point in the earlier years in real estate, like 2018 to 2020 ish, where I was just trying to educate the crap out of myself, and I needed to know everything and be the expert in everything. But the reality is, I don't. But I could be 2 years ahead of where I am now if I started taking those steps sooner. So
yeah,
once again,
yeah.
start taking steps. You're never going to be the expert in everything.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds. I'm excited to be here today. I have another fantastic guest, and we're going to talk about, some capital, right? Diversified capital funding. We're going to talk about some stuff like that today. And I'm excited about what he do. I'm excited about to learn more about what he do for him to share it with us. And so I want to introduce you all to Mr. Flint Jamison. Mr. Flint, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. It's almost Christmas.
Almost Christmas, man. I mean, yeah, Mr. Flynn, you had to bring it up. It is almost
Yeah,
Christmas,
yeah, yeah.
man.
Now people
Yeah,
know when we're now people know when we're recording. We have that mindset. It's a Friday before Christmas.
right. This is gonna air in July. We talk about
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
they gonna
yeah.
I'm joking. It won't be in July. No, I'm playing around, but no.
Uh,
But yes, it is almost Christmas. If you're watching this, maybe your Christmas has already happened. I don't know. But either way, I'm excited to have you here today, man. And Mr. Flint, I want to be honest. Kind of want to dive in, man. I want you to kind of tell us what your main focus is these days. If you want to give us a little bit of an origin story about, how you walked up to what you're doing now, how you got into real estate,
yeah.
we'd love to hear that. And then tell us what market you're in, man. And so, Mr. Flint, sir, you got the floor, man.
Oh man, so much to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'll give you a brief history of myself. Uh, Aerospace engineer. I designed aircraft. I was a program manager. I did the whole aerospace thing, both commercial. I designed the 787, parts of the 787. Then I went off and did some Air Force contracts, really large contracts, modifying aircraft. And then somewhere in there, I started buying real estate. And then I very long story short, I broke free. Uh, Now I own, I should say, I partner on, to be honest, I stopped counting. It's something like 1,400, 1,500 units
Yeah.
of multifamily and built to rent developments. Now I'm getting into medical office buildings. I've also done even tech fund startup stuff. So um, my goal here is at this point to bring investors into diversified assets versus me being the one guy who's focused on the value add class B in Denver, Colorado. I'm I am agnostic to asset classes and agnostic to locations as long as I can find the operators that are stellar at what they do and I underwrite, I can bring huge diversified opportunities to my investors.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it, man. So aerospace engineering, man, that's fascinating in itself.
Yeah,
So,
hence
uh,
hence all the planes behind me.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. And so I'm gonna ask you about strategies. I have a saying where I say destiny has no wasted moments. And what I mean by, the different things that we're involved in our life, it kind of compounds and kind of help us kind of where we are. Like we borrow different kind of tools and strategies from different places of our life to help us kind of where we are now. And so I would love to know, have you identified some core business strategies that help you and also some core personal strategies that help you along, where you are right now?
Oh my gosh. It's if you want to tie this back to engineering and moving forward, it's been a wild conversion, to be honest.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I mean, great with spreadsheets, naturally, both engineering and program management, and then managing budgets and 150, $120 million program, lots of people, uh, customers, all of that translates easily.
Yeah.
Where things got super challenging for me is I was never a salesman, never a marketer. And as soon as I went into this role, all of a sudden, that was my biggest weakness. I was a sales and marketer.
Wow.
Uh, I hired coaches. That's the really only way to get around it is you got to hire coaches and learn it. And then it's just reps. You got to put in the reps.
Yeah.
And what's fun is maybe side story. I realized that because I'm not a born and raised salesman through my earlier career, um, I am very, I would say, grounded and human to people. Because
Mm,
I'm just like, I'm the engineer who's just going to talk to you as another human, right?
yeah.
Versus the used car salesman and find unique tactics to really, never take no for an answer.
Right.
None of that's in my, I'm never going to force you into an opportunity. People are investing 50, 100,000, $500,000 into a deal. I just give them the opportunity and say, open the door. Hey, if you like it, I'll answer any questions. But really, this is up to you to decide to jump in. Then it's on
Yeah.
their responsibility. I mean, right? I'm not forcing them into that car today.
Yeah.
Really resonates with people, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I definitely, I think it's an old quote, maybe about Maya Angelou, people may not remember what you said, but they remember how you feel, how you made them feel. And so when you talk about really talking to people just like on a human level, it opens up, empathy, opens up just like a communication to where, hey, you just don't see me as a transaction, like you really see me as a person. And I think
Yeah.
that's a chance for them to let their guard down. And especially if you're doing it in an authentic way, I think that's a beautiful thing. I think that's a beautiful thing. So I love that approach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The
And so,
to add one more thing on this, the
yeah,
investors, for any investors out there or people trying to sell something to someone, especially in this world, everything is 5 to 7 years when we get into an investment. And now I go into these things thinking, okay, it's a 5 to 7 year marriage. I'm going to be married to these investors and these partners as a co-GP or whoever it is. I'm going into this marriage and we are bound by the SEC.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's just like, it gives you a new perspective on, is this really what I want to jump into? Because if it's a lemon or potentially like it smells good, but it could go bad, it's not worth the effort.
yeah. Nope. Understood. Understood. I think that's again just a good nugget that you dropped. So let me ask you, while you was building Vestis, I got the name right, Vestis, correct?
Yep. Yep.
As you was building, sir, have you faced any kind of adversities, right? I tell people all the time, there's a journey towards success. And so sometimes heading towards success, you have to face some adversities. Things don't go your way. You got to pivot fast. Have you faced
All the
anything like
time.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Welcome to life as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I would have to say, aside from overcoming this marketing sales hurdle, the economy, I mean, 2022, mid 2022 hit, and all of a sudden interest rates spike all time, the fastest ever interest rates have spiked. And that really sent shockwaves through the real estate community. And it has now through 2024, 25 has had really challenging cascading effects on some of those earlier properties. And yeah, we're struggling with some of those early properties. Now you have to fight the good fight as best as you can fight it. But as you take those lessons learned and you get into new deals, getting into these new deals, you're in a much more stable environment as far as what you built and what you're getting into, because it makes more sense getting into it now, and you can weather the future storms. Like, just to give people examples, we're the medical office. We're buying dentist offices that are stable. There's no value add. There's nothing else. And we're buying them at a high cap rate, like an 8.3 cap rate, meaning they just cash flow really well. We're giving our investors 8% cash flow.
Yeah.
So no matter what happens with the economy, other than getting hit by a comet or another pandemic, people are always going to need a dentist. I mean, even people needed dentists during COVID, and we're stable. That's it. We just buy it, we sit on it, we cash flow, and hopefully we sell when we can sell. And if we have to sit on it a little longer, we still cash flow 8%. So that's kind of where it's like, now I'm moving forward much smarter than before.
Yeah. I love it. And listen, speaking of moving forward, what do you see as your next, or do you see as the real goal? Like, what are you trying to solve or scale next?
So part of the adversity is back to scale, because the economy is struggling. We have chaos with the administration. People are sitting on cash. Sitting on cash is a position. You don't always have to have it invested, and that could be a smart position. But you gotta. Sorry, I lost the question.
Yeah,
I went down a road. We can edit that part out.
Yeah, we got you. But I was trying to say, what's the next real goal for you? Like,
oh yeah. So part of that adversity, investors have been sitting on their hands and maybe in that cash position. My goal is to figure out how to not only find more investors, because I need more investors.
Gotcha.
It's a numbers game, right? There's always investors willing to put money somewhere.
Yeah.
And then 2, can I find the bigger checks? So when you start getting into, say, family offices, ultra high net worth, these are people 100 million, where a $500,000, $1 million check is small peanuts to them. They are less risk adverse, and they need to move money. That's the biggest thing. These big money movers have to move money, because that's how you make more money. You're constantly moving money. And so I want to be one of the people that they're moving money through, despite we would call it the retail investors are going to sit on cash, more risk adverse.
Yeah. I love it. Now, I hear you for sure. And I love how you said sitting on cash. That's a position. Like, that's a great position to be in for sure. And so I hear you on that. I would love to ask you, so, you talked about partnership, finding investors. So it seems to me that relationship building is probably something that you find valuable. So I would
Yes.
love to know your perspective on how you build relationships. Is relationships important to you? how have they served you well, or have they not served you at all? But I just want to hear your
Yeah.
perspective on
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
I think one of the biggest relationships builders and inflow this year compared to the prior years. Like you flash back to 21, 22, I was on LinkedIn. I'm still on LinkedIn. But the inflow was just coming. LinkedIn algorithm starts changing, the economy starts changing, that once again you get this slump. And now it's more, I got to get out there. I got to meet people in person, but also those existing investors I already have who have friends.
Yeah.
When they start seeing cash flow on a stable asset, next thing you know, they're telling their friends about it. And then you develop relationships with those friends. And that's, to be honest, those referrals and those networks as they start ballooning. I think that's been the most powerful in 2025 for me.
Yeah, yeah. Now relationships are definitely everything in this space, and I love how you said, when you got somebody who see what you're doing, you got investors that see what you're doing, they getting the cash flow, and the other investors see that, they're like, oh yeah, like tell me a little bit more about Flint, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so no, that makes total sense, man. Uh, Listen, is there anything that we have not said that maybe you kind of still want to say, any maybe nuggets that you want to give, inspirational, educational,
Yeah.
motivation, or just more about what you did? Is there
Um,
anything that we haven't touched yet?
I think my favorite thing to always tell people is take action.
Mm,
So, um, as an engineer, analysis paralysis is a thing. And even in the aerospace industry, it's like you can't make a move forward unless you have six other people who are approving what you just did.
yeah.
So it's ingrained in me to like naturally sit there and try to understand everything.
Mm,
Um, there was a point in the earlier years in real estate, like 2018 to 2020 ish, where I was just trying to educate the crap out of myself and I needed to know everything and be the expert in everything. But the reality is, I don't. Like, here I am in this position where I'm raising capital, I'm partnering with experts, I know how to underwrite, I know how to, but I'm not the guy who's having to directly manage the property manager and talk about rent rates.
yeah.
That's just so it's like, and back to the taking action. Those 2 years of just analysis paralysis, I should have just taken action. You take small steps. You can take small steps and not take on risk. But I could be 2 years ahead of where I am now if I started taking those steps sooner. So
Yeah.
once
Yeah.
again, start taking steps. You're never going to be the expert in everything.
I love it. Listen, um, I appreciate you. I think this was time well spent. I really appreciate you coming through. If someone wanted to reach out to you, if they wanted to connect with you, collaborate with you, learn more about what you're doing, what's the best way for them to reach out to you?
Yeah, it's the easiest is, to be honest, vestiscapital.com. If you don't know how to spell it, go to investwithflint.com and it'll take you right to my website.
Got you. And that's with Flint. I got you. Listen, sir, I got it. I got to thank you, man. I got to thank you for coming through. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your story. I love stories. I think everybody's story is so important. And it may sound sappy, but everybody has a story, and
Yeah, yeah.
everybody's personal story is unique, to them. And so I'm so glad you came through, shared your story, and definitely thank you for your perspective. Thank you for the way you think. I think you've given enough nuggets that maybe somebody might have a mind shift around, their journey, where they are. If they're stuck, maybe they could take something from this and get a little bit
Yeah.
unstuck, get out of that, analysis by paralysis. And so I appreciate you so much for being here, my
Yeah.
brother.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. So listen, you got the value. You can't tell me you didn't. I appreciate Mr. Flint for coming through. And so I need you to go ahead and subscribe. That way you do not miss out when we bring incredible people up like Mr. Flint. And so when that alarm goes off, you can just come on in because it'll just be a new episode. So, Mr. Flint, I thank you so much. And to everyone else, we will see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.